I find it absolutely amazing, the way in which so many people deny the truth, and are then surprised when they are faced with it. Women, I find, comprise the majority of this group of special thinkers, as the way in which most women think are akin to that of children, and as such, have a tendency to deny reality when life gets tough. Unsurprisingly, the ideology that contains the densest and most vocal population, from this feelings before facts group, is feminism. While 99.9% of women support the ideals that feminism fights for, the majority of women can see that as of recent, feminism has obtained a negative connotation, and therefore women choose to no longer adorn the title of feminist, as it has essentially become man-repellent, and it's hard to act on a hypergamous instinct when you scare away all the half-decent men. As a result, most of the activists are idealistic land whales that, for one reason or another, have limited dating prospects anyways, or those that fit into an oppressed minority category, and feel as though they can collect more oppression points by supporting the women's movement. Now to introduce the subject of this video, an article from Elle, written by Nassim Jamia, titled, "I don't identify as a woman. Will the women's movement still fight for me?" The main point in this article that I find hilarious is the opening sentence, which basically sums up the article. Many non-binary people support the women's movement, but that doesn't mean they feel included. The article itself is not worth reading. If you are wanting to read anything of substance, I advise you to not click the link in the description. I personally would only read if you ran out of alcohol, and use this to help kill brain cells. I find it funny, because the trans people that are quoted in this article suffer from the feeling before facts mindset that was described in the opening of this video, as we are all sensible enough to accept reality. We can see that feminism does not mean equality for everyone, but the elevation and superiority of women. It is a movement for women and about women. I believe, however, that the author is mistaken, and it's not a lack of inclusiveness she is experiencing, but a lack of trans people being the subject of reform. As that gender people are considered a minority, I would believe that trans people would be accepted into the women's movement, but I think they are annoyed that the reason for protest is to elevate women, and not to elevate trans people, as non-binary trans people no longer consider themselves women or men. It makes sense that a women's movement, about the elevation of women, does not prioritize plights of non-binary trans people to the plights of women. But these trans people are blind, are unable to accept the true nature of the movement, and therefore supply us with some laughs. The following are some quotes from the article, to spare you the mind-numbing task of sifting through this bullshit. Thanks for watching, and please, stay philosophical, and stay MGTOW.
As a non-binary trans person, I always struggle with joining anything that says it's for women only, said my friend Elena. It's hard not to wonder if the space is for you.